Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy Boulanger. Up next on the GM, Baltimore Ravens 4-round mock draft. Do me a quick favor, hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's talk about it. So, free agency is coming to a halt right before the draft. So, it's time for us to turn our attention to the Baltimore Ravens draft selections. In this mock draft, I'm going to be focused on best player available at a position of need. All right. And so I turn the trades off in the simulator so that we don't manipulate our draft picks. It's just going to kind of be who's available, who we select. All right, let's jump right into it. With pick number 30 for the Baltimore Ravens, we select offensive tackle out of BYU, Kingsley Swamatai. Swamatai is a big offensive tackle, 6'4", 329 pounds. And when you think about this guy, you think power, power, power. Some benefits, some strengths of this guy is that he has a long reach, allowing him to set the edge against both styles of rushers, both power and speed rushers. He plays with great burst and explosiveness. You don't really hear that description for an offensive tackle a whole lot. You hear power, you hear strength, but you rarely ever hear explosion. And that's the description for this guy, explosive. He has position diversity. He can play both left tackle and right tackle, and he does have some experience playing in the trenches. The benefit of this pick for the Baltimore Ravens is that he can wait 1 year behind Ronnie Stanley while he develops, while he builds his strength, and while he gets stronger in his lower body. So, offensive tackle from BYU, Swamatai, is the Baltimore Ravens pick number 30. Next up for the Baltimore Ravens is pick 62. The Ravens select Max Melton, cornerback out of Rutgers. Melton is 6 foot 200 pounds. The strengths and benefits of this cornerback is his length, his elite level speed, his ability to cover both in zone and in press, his ability to play both inside and outside, and also his ability to read and react to wide receivers' routes, allowing him to undercut, deflect balls, and make interceptions. Milton has an ability to step in day one and be an impact cornerback at the NFL level, working his way in development into becoming a number one level corner. Great pick for the Baltimore Ravens as they strive to rebuild the cornerback room, adding young talent, depth, and speed. Next up for the Baltimore Ravens with pick number 93, the Baltimore Ravens select offensive tackle Kyron Amigaja out of Yale. Amigaja is 6'5", 320 plus pounds. The benefits and strengths of this player is his extremely long arms. His arms measure 36 inches in length, allowing him to set the edge on any type of rusher. He plays with power and strength and a lot of athleticism. Although he does need some room and space and time to develop, he would be an excellent pick for an offensive line who is trying to rebuild, get younger, and more talented. Offensive tackle Kyron Amigaja, pick number 93 for the Baltimore Ravens. Next up for the Baltimore Ravens with pick 113, the Ravens select Mo Kamara out of Colorado State University. He's 6'1", 248 pounds. The benefits and strengths of this player is that he plays with a great motor, he has great pursuit, solid against the run, and he's super productive, finishing with over 20 sacks combined in his 2022 and 2023 seasons. A great pick for the Baltimore Ravens, who are needing to add some depth and explosion to a pass rush. Next up for the Baltimore Ravens with pick 130, the Baltimore Ravens select Jalen Wright, running back out of Tennessee. Wright is 5'10", 210 pounds. The benefits and strengths of this player is good size. He plays with power and strength. He's explosive. He has elite level speed, running a 4.38 in the 40. He has the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield on swing passes. He also can run between the tackles. He shows great vision and burst. Wright also displays good patience while he waits for the hole to develop. A solid pick for the Baltimore Ravens with pick 130 while the Ravens await the return of Keaton Mitchell. All right, let's sum up this mock draft and see what the Baltimore Ravens were able to get done. Well, with this mock draft, we were able to build the offensive line. Two of our first three picks, we took offensive tackles, guys who are strong, powerful, lengthy, athletic, and guys who could come in and be day one starters. However, how the Baltimore Ravens offensive line currently stacks up, they don't have to come in and necessarily be a day one starter, relieving some of the pressure. Whoever is better suited to play left tackle can sit behind Ronnie Stanley for at least this first year, learn, grow, develop, and be ready to take over the left tackle position in 2025. Whoever comes out to be better suited for the right tackle can just mix it up with the competition with Daniel Falele and I believe the other new signed player is Jones, I believe. They can mix it up over there. If the rookie comes out to be the best player available for that position, he can start day one. If not, he can sit, learn, and grow and be ready to go in 2025. What this does, these two picks allow the Baltimore Ravens to have depth and talent at offensive tackle for the next 4 to 8 years. It also benefits the interior offensive line battle as well. Whoever doesn't make it at the left and right tackles, they can also get into the competition for left and right guard, creating an immense amount of depth, talent, and rotation ability for the Baltimore Ravens. We took Max Melton, cornerback, out of Notre Dame. This is a good pick for the Baltimore Ravens if Max Melton is available. He comes in with good height, good length, and elite level speed. He's a good cover guy. He can play in both press man and zone, something the Baltimore Ravens will need. He can sit and learn and grow behind Marlon Humphrey and a young guy in Brandon Stevens his first year. He will definitely get on the field. You can't keep this kind of talent uh, out of the rotation. And then maybe he's able to earn a starting spot, a number one type spot in 2025. But Max Melton is a great pickup if he is available, and the Baltimore Ravens are able to nab him at the bottom of the second round. We took an edge rusher with the fourth pick in this draft, a young guy who can just come in and battle and compete for rotational minutes with Odafe and Ojabo and Tavius Robinson and Cal Van Noy, a guy who has the build. He reminds me a lot of Hassan Reddick at 6'1", 248. He actually almost has the measurables of a Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick is a super productive edge rusher, and Mo Kamara is a super productive edge rusher coming out of college. I think he would be a great fit and create competition at that edge rush position. We close out this mock draft with running back Jalen Wright out of Tennessee, a fast guy, a 4-3 guy who kind of provides that speed element like a Keaton Mitchell, but he's bigger than Keaton, a lot more powerful than Keaton, and he's better suited to run between the tackles. The benefit of drafting Jalen Wright is that we don't have to go back and grab an old veteran to come in. He can actually just slot right into that third spot behind Derrick Henry, Justice Hill. He can learn and grow, and maybe he could be the running back of the future if he learns and grows behind a talented guy, a veteran, a leader like a Derrick Henry. You guys let me know what you guys think about the mock draft. I know we didn't take a wide receiver, but how the mock simulator continues to shake out is that by the time the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock, the top 7 wide receivers are already off the board. There are several projections that people in the bottom of the draft, people who are high in the second round, are trading up to grab guys like Keon Coleman, so on and so forth. So the best wide receiver that's consistently made available on in mock draft simulation is Lad McCuckley. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. So my goal in these mock drafts, man, is to provide different players in every draft up until draft night. So listen, I'm your guy Boulanger. Let me know what you guys think about building in the trenches. Do you guys like the draft? Don't like the draft? What do you guys think about the players? I'm your guy Boulanger. This is the GM. We're out.